What's up, guys? Today we're going to go over how to make it where villagers will give you better deals permanently. So, as you can see here, I have some clerics, and their deals are much better than what they would be originally. So instead of 32 rotten flesh per emerald, we have 7. Everything else down in the row is 1 of whatever it is to whatever the trade would have been. So like glass bottles, we have from 9 to 1. Glowstone, which I use it for a lot, is from 4 to 1 to 1 to 1. Gold is from 3 to 1 to 1 to 1, etc. And then the same thing over here, I have better deals over here. I use it for iron mainly, from an iron farm. And the basic premise is that you turn them into a zombie villager, and I'll go over how to do that. I'm doing it in my hardcore world just to like show how you actually do it in a survival world. And then you cure them, and then you just do that multiple times until you get the deals that you want. So with that, let's jump right in. Alright, so first things first, we want to get all the materials that we need. So what we need is a potion of weakness, a splash potion of weakness, and a golden apple. So I'll make the golden apple now. I have to remember where all my stuff is. There's an apple. I think gold is in this chest. Yeah. So an unenchanted golden apple, which we'll make right now. And then we also need a potion of weakness, which I'll go into my potion area over here. And it needs to be a splash potion because you need to be able to put it on the villager. So we'll do this right now. Where's the button? There it is. Okay. So I'll make 3 just because why not? Alright. So to make the potion of weakness, you go from water directly to fermented spider eye. No nether wart on this one. And then I'm also going to make a potion of night vision. Or I'm just going to use one. It's optional, but it just makes it a little bit easier because you have to do it at night. Because in order to get a zombie into the villager cell, you need to have a zombie, and that needs to be at nighttime. Alright, that'll do that. It doesn't need to be a weakness 2 or anything, just a weakness 1. So we do that, and then we do gunpowder. Alright, so now that we have the weakness potions, we can start the process. Though I do recommend being well prepared for this, because in order to get the zombie in there, there's going to be a lot of other stuff. And you need to be able to fight off like skeletons and creepers and spiders or whatever in order to get the zombie where it needs to go without dying. Alright, so now we need to make sure that the villager cell is set up properly. It doesn't matter how you make it. I would say the bigger it is, the easier it is to do it. And I usually do a 2x3. You can do a 2x2 and it'd be just as fine. A 1x2 or a 1x1 is significantly harder. And if you're doing those, then I would say use the minecart method where you put a zombie into a minecart and you push them right next to the cell. I find that just doing a bigger cell and then doing it the way that we're about to do it is easier. So it doesn't matter how you do it. Make sure that the villager / zombie can't get out of the cell. So like they can't get out here. I use slabs, but you can use whatever. And then make sure that the ceiling is a bunch of trapdoors, and make sure that they open down, which you do by clicking right here on the top part when you're placing them. So we have the trapdoors because the zombie will get tricked into falling in here, so that we just get a zombie walking up here, and then we just put this room right in between us. So the zombie's like right here, and it will walk in there. So let's get the zombie in here now. Alright, so very important, you need to be on hard mode when you're doing this. Because on easy mode, when a zombie attacks a villager and kills them, it will actually kill them and it won't convert them. If you're on medium, then, or normal I mean, then there's a 50% chance that your zombie will turn your villager into a zombie villager. But on hard mode, there's a 100% chance. So just so that you're not killing your villagers and you're actually converting them to zombie villagers, you need to be on hard mode. So definitely make sure that you're on hard mode, and that's why you need to be extra prepared for this, because all the mobs that are attacking you while you're doing this are going to be very hard. Also important, you need to make sure you trade with the villager that you're converting and curing at least once, because that will lock in their profession and make sure that they give you the discounts. Whereas if you cure a villager that you haven't traded with, they'll get another profession potentially, or they'll essentially reset and they won't give you the discounts. Alright, so now for the dangerous part. So all we're trying to do is get a zombie into this room right here. But it's a little bit more complicated than that because there's other mobs, obviously. So you have to make sure that they don't get in there and also that they don't kill you. But the most important part is that we just get a zombie in there. So I'm actually going to make a little pathway for them to get on this side just in case. So just in case I see one up here, they can walk all the way through here. So now we start the process of finding a zombie. All right, I drank my night vision potion and I found a zombie and it is following me. Actually, there's two. All right, so now all I'm gonna do is have this guy follow me all the way up the stairs here. All right. There's a cat. All right, so then you just kind of trick them into coming into the trapdoors. And then at this point, you'll close the trapdoors and, very importantly, put blocks over them, because the trapdoors don't block the sun. Oh my gosh, I haven't slept in a while. Well, let's get in here. Yeah, so block the trapdoors with some opaque block, because the sun will kill the zombie villager and the normal zombie if it comes up and they're not cured in time, because the trapdoors don't block the sun. So yeah, make sure you do that. And as we can see, the zombie villager is here now. The zombie killed them. I'm also on hard mode just because hardcore, so that there's 100% conversion rate there. So now what we do is we throw out our splash of weakness potion, just like that. And then we take our golden apple and we click it onto the zombie villager. So this process takes a while. If you're on Java Edition, it takes a few minutes. I think Bedrock is something like 40 seconds or somewhere in that range. So now we just wait for them to be cured. If you want to cure them multiple times, leave the zombie in there, because what will happen is the zombie will just immediately kill, like reconvert the villager again, and then you can just do the exact process again. So I'm going to leave the zombie in there, and I have a couple more golden apples and supplies. So now we just wait for them to get cured. Alright, so as we can see, the villager got cured and is immediately getting beat up by the zombie, and will get converted back into a zombie villager. So now we can do the exact same process again. I'm going to only cure them twice. So what I do is I use an axe, specifically not a sword, because a sword will do the sweeping edge and it can kill your zombie villager. But use an axe or some other single target tool and kill the zombie, so that they don't just keep converting your zombie, your villager into a zombie villager. And then we do the process one more time. And you can see that they're being cured by the red particles here. I had particles turned off the first time, so I apologize for that. But it'll be red particles and they'll be like shaking. My net vision's wearing off. So yeah, now we just wait for this again. Any day now. Oh wow, look at that. Yeah, so now our villager is cured. There's no zombie in here to reconvert them, and they will give us very good deals. I only converted them twice and cured them twice, but you can do it multiple times. I thought that it stacked up to 5, but looking at the wiki, it actually seems like it stacks up more than 5. But usually like 1 or 2 is enough, because I usually use these weaponsmiths for the iron trade, and to get it from 4 iron to 1 iron is a huge jump, and that actually only happens with 1 cure. But yeah, that's basically it. And this should be permanent. It's not like the hero of the village buff, where when you kill a raid, they give you discounts. This is a permanent discount. Now, when you're done with the curing process, you can, of course, replace your ceiling into whatever the blocks would actually be instead of the trapdoors. And you can get rid of the blocks that were blocking the trapdoors from the sun, because they only light on fire if they're zombie villagers. You just don't want them to light on fire when they're zombie villagers. And then we're done. Alright guys, that'll be it for this episode. Let me know down in the comments if you have any issues or, suggestions or something like that. I hope you have a wonderful day, and I'll see you next time.